Ibizo lami ngisithandekile Ndlovu. Ngisebenza eHoly Lodge Farm. Ngile more than 5 years ku Gapwuz. Into enhle sengiyibonile ngeGapwuz isisincedisa ukubana besisebenza ngempahla zethu singela ama uniform. Namhlanje sesikwanisa ukuthi sithengelwe ama uniform. Besisebenza sihlukuluzwa namhlanje sesikwazi amalungelo sesifundile ukubana ukuthethiswa isonto right. Sisifundiswa okuningi sesikwazi amalungelo ethu. Njalo sifisa ukuthi biqhubeka lokho ilathi simela kuze kuthi umlungu engasasithethisa sibe kwazi sibili iplazi yonke ukuthi amalungelo ethu kanjani. Ngifisa ukuthi sonke sibe kwazi amalungelo ethu.
Ibizo lami uHloniphani Zulu. Sengahamba eGapwuz ngahamba ku Women's Day safundiswa ukuthi omama basebenza njani ukuziphanda ukuthi omama ba abuse emsebenzini ngobaba labo mama ba abuse iziqhatshwa zabo. Nga-attenda i-Red Cross safundisa ukuthi nxa omunye ele problem emsebenzini sincedana njani. Ngafunda okuningi kakhulu ngeGapwuz. Khathe sengizikwanisa ukuzidela emsebenzini lokunceda ezinye izisebenzi ezingazange zayafunda. Sengilolwazi oluningi sesikwanisa ukuzidela lathi sikhulume namakhiwa siqondane lawo nxa esihlupha sincedisane ukuze lathi sithole sibele sihlanganise sibe one ndawo.
Eze young worker engakukhuthaza amanye ama-young worker ukuthi bejoyine ukuthi bebekwazi labo ngoba vele besiphatha vele ngendlela engayisiyo. Siphatha vele njengabantu abadala singabantwana sishawudwa vele ngani ngabantwana abancane. So njengama young worker yitho kufanele ukuthi simele abantu sibe bebekwazi labadala sebekukhulile ukuthi bebekwazi amalungelo thanga. So sengifunda okuningi sengikwazi amalungelo ami njenge young worker. Sengikwanisa uencourage abanye ukuthi bejoyine so that labo bebekwazi amalungelo abo.
Yeah, farm workers have a lot in common in terms of the challenges that they face, and as a result they come together to form a strong force that then identifies issues of common interest with a bid or with an effort to improve on those issues so that their living and working conditions are improved. So as Gapwuz, its main function is to identify issue-based concerns from the farm workers who are largely male, female, and who also have some categories of young workers who find employment in the labor-intensive agriculture industry in the country. Currently, there are 8 subsectors within the agriculture industry, which are general agriculture, which forms the basis of all operations in the agriculture subsector, followed by horticulture, which employs a considerable number of female employees. And in that subsector, we have quite a number of challenges that are gender-oriented, and we are going to address them. We have also the agro-industrial subsector, the tea and coffee subsector, the timber and forestry subsector, the sugarcane subsector, and of late we have a recent development which is the aquaculture and fisheries subsector. The reason for negotiating for all these subsectors is to try to improve on the living and working conditions of farm workers, especially where negotiations of improvement, say of wages and other living conditions, have to be dealt with depending on the circumstance within which that subsector is formed. For example, aquaculture is of late gained recognition of being a strategic agricultural activity. Hence, we have also to take this opportunity to negotiate for improved living and working conditions for those workers who are in that category.
Minister Angundoikwa Anastasia Mchwangi. Ndinogara ku Bulawayo pa farm rinonzi Concob Farm ndiri mu union yeGapwuz.
Mina igama lami ngingosiphosisiwe moyo. Ngiyisebenzisa khona apha eConcorp Farm.
Mina ngoChristine Sinda. Nisebenza eConcorp Farm.
Sawubonani. Mina ibizo lami ngusipho Nkosi Masango. Nisebenzela lapha ekitchen ngise ku-union yeGapwuz. Nisebenzela ekitchen lapha nisebenzela ugogo ole 85 years. Siyamncedisa ukumklinela, ukumphekela, lokuwatsha konke nje. Mina mfunde okuningi kuGapwuz yethu. iGapwuz nyenze iRed Cross. Fundela ukuthi abantu bengaqhamuka umncedise njani umuntu. Mfundo okuningi nje eGapwuz. Lokuthi kuyadliwa, siyaphekelwa ngale. Kumnandi. Sifisa ukuthi ngaye iGapwuz yasinceda isikhangelele labantwana. Labantwana abazintandane abaswela imali zokuya esikole. Sifisa ukuthi ngale yasincedisa khonapho. Lekusikhwezeleni imali, isikhangelele amakhethu ukuthi sikhwezele imali. Nje abantu abasebenzela abantwana abaningi. Sabe sisuka kumule eziningi ezitshiyeneyo. Ezilabantwana abaningi abafukhangelo. Labadala sebekhulile sicela ngale yasincedisa kibo futhi. Ngoba kulabadala abangakwanisa ukuzenzela. Abafisa ukuncediswa ngokudla ukuthi labo bebethola mbukuza imali nje ngenyanga bekwanise labo ukuzincedisa.
Chokutanga chandinoda kutenda ndoda kutenga tenda nguyine neGapwuz pane zvanochitira especially pabasa pedu. Nema workshop anotipa kutidzidzisa kuti tingabata sei vashandi, tingavadzidzisa sei, tingavabetsera sei sevashandi. Plus izve zvatoda nyaya kutenda kuGapwuz zvikuru sei pabasa pedu pasingapinzwi vanhu permanent vasingagoni kuwana maworksuit, magambutsu, vanoshanda mvura, vanoshanda pai zvese zvazvakangofanana muchingoshanda nehembe dzenyu. But pari zvino vakwanisawo kuti vakwanise kupa vanhu maworksuit through Gapwuz, vakwanise kuhodisa vanhu in time through Gapwuz, vakwanise kubatsira chero vanogwara chaiwe through Gapwuz. Saka zvinhu zvatoda kunyanya kutenda zvikuru sei kuunion yedu yeGapwuz. Tozotenda zvina maworkshop atinoenda tichinodzidzisiwa out kunana Harare, Mutare, Gweru, whatever. Makandris ose tichienda tichidzidzisiwa zvinhu zvakawandisa zvakasiyana. Especially kusera kwazuro tachitiwa kuHarare tichidzidzisiwa negender yeCovid-19. Kuti mungabetsereka sei sezvo muri paCovid-19. Musasangana namaproblem kuti kune zvirema, kune chii mungazvibetsera sei. Chamungagona kuitigwa muri paCovid chii. Saka takadzidza zvinhu zvakawandisa. Plus kuti vana venyu sezvo nenguva yeCovid vasanyaya kuita zvokumita. Pane program yatakadzisa kuti munofana kubuda navana muchinovatengerawo machikeni, muchinoendawo nawo kubrai, whatever, kuna mafunction anoita kuti vana vasa attracteka kuti vasamita. Nokuti ukasaenda nomwana kana kubrai kana kuiya anogona kunotogwa nomwe munhu onomutengera brai $2 obva amitira $2 iyoyo. Wobva warera futi iwe mwana wacho pamusoro pe$2. Zvinhu zvatakadzidzawo izvozvi kusura kwanezuro. Ndobva tadzidza futi kuti kana muri mama workshop pane zvirema, pane chi, pane vamwe vasingawi, pane vamwe vasingafambi, pane vamwe vasingagoni kana kunyora. Saka munofana kugara muri padhuze navo vasingawi muchivanyorera kuitira kuti aone kuti zvamadzidza ndezvipi panopera musangano. Saka zvinhu zvandoda ngotenda Gapwuz nezvainotiitira.
Ngiqale ngisisebenzi emasimini, sebenza ukuhlakula lokwenza into eziningi nje ezemasimini. Kuthe ngokuhamba kwesikhathi kwafika iGapwuz. Yasifundisa ukuthi sisebenza njani njalo kumele siphile njani lesisebenzi. Kwaya ngesikhathi endaweni yakithi lapha izikolo zikhatshana. So iGapwuz yakhetha ukuthi sibe le ECD around ecompound. So kwase kukhethwa mina ukuthi ngibe teacher ofundisa abantwana be-ECD. So ngakho ngiyayibonga iGapwuz ngoba khathesi abantwana bethu bafunde eduze. U-ECD A lo ECD B abasayi ku7 kilometers away lapho kule main school yethu. So ngiyayibongela kakhulu iGapwuz ngoba yenza umsebenzi omkhulu. Ngibe sengibonga njalo ngoba isenzele ama workshop amaningi. Kunje few months ago isifundise uhlelo lwe Red Cross ukubana ukuthi umuntu nxa ephukile simenza kanjani, maye lesilonda simenza kanjani, konke lokho sesilolwazi oluvela kuGapwuz. Ngiyayibonga kakhulu iGapwuz, ngifisa ukuthi ngabe yaqhubekela phambili isenzele inhlelo ezinyenge ezedlula lapho. Lokho engikhanyelele ukuthi ngabe iyaqhubeka kuze kuthi lezi ngane zethu lezi ezilandele emuva zibe lalo ulwazi olukhulu. Ngibe ngibonga njalo ngokuthi ike yasenzela enye workshop, I think a month back. Sifundiswa mayelana le management, ukuthi umuntu oyimanagement uyabe manager njani. So ngifundile ulwazi ngoba ngamphonga ukuthi kuthiwa kule management, ngicabanga ukuthi management umuntu omanage abantu emsebenzini. Ngiyakwazi ukuthi lami nginje ngingosipusiswe moyo, ngimanagement ebantwaneni bami be-ECD, ngimanagement emzini wami. So ngakho kungifundise ithuba elikhulu ukuthi ngizazi ukuthi ngisimo bani. Ngakho ngiyayibonga kakhulu iGapwuz. Ngiyabonga ngithi ayiqhubekele phambili ngomsebenzi wayo omuhle.
Sibonga kakhulu iGapwuz ngokuza kwayo kule indawo. Sisebenze kudala kule indawo, kungekho esikwaziyo singalalwazi ukuthi emsebenzini kusetshenzwa njani, kuphilwa njani, kuncediseka njani. Kodwa ngokuza kweGapwuz kunengi osokutshintshile. Siyayibonga kakhulu iGapwuz ukuthi angani ngahlala inje isiza isifundisa ukwenzela ukuthi lathi sibe lamalungelo emsebenzini, ngoba sasingakwazi, sihola nzima imali kunje, singakwazi ukuthi imali iminjani, kuholwa njani, ama-hours enje singakwazi ukuthi ngelanga kusetshenzwa ama-hours amangaki, sisetshenziswa nje njalo nje singala overtime. Kodwa ngokubuya kweGapwuz sokule minimum, sokubonakala ukubana usebenze isikhathi esingaka kumele uthole okungaka. Siyayibonga kakhulu iGapwuz, ile mfundiso enkulu kakhulu. Yabuya njalo yazosinika ulwazi ngokulimala, sasilimala sithwale nzima, sikhambisa umuntu esibhedlela kungalanto esincedise ngayo. Kodwa ngokuza kweGapwuz sesikwanisa ukubana umuntu nxa ewile walimala simbambe, simbophe, sincedise ukubana la nxa kubuya iambulance esiya esibhedlela kube kuyikubana simbambile lapha aqamuke khona, siyabe sibiselile amathambo. Siyabonga kakhulu ulwazi oluvela kuGapwuz. Kathesi siyafundiswa enkukhwini, sesikwazi ukugcina inkukhu, sesikwazi ukufida inkukhu, okokuthi lathi la nxa singabe silakho esiyabe silakho ulwazi sesilalo olukhulu kakhulu. Kudala kwakungekho ukubana kakhulu kithi thina omama, kwakungala umuntu ongumama kwakuthi usebenze enkukhwini. Kodwa kwakathesi ngokuza kweGapwuz omama labo sebelelungelo ukuthi bengene enkukhwini besebenze. Kudala vele thina siqalisa ukusebenza umfazi vele wangasoze umbone enkukhwini, kodwa ngokuza kweGapwuz hayi akusekho lapho singafinyeleli khona. Zonke indawo siyangena sincedise. Kathesi kunje siyangena enkukhwini sifide inkukhu, ziyenze amaqanda, stopha amaqanda, siwaphayile, siwafake emabhokisini. Lonke lolu lulwazi olweza ngeGapwuz, kodwa kudala konke lokhu kwakungekho. Siyabonga kakhulu uhlelo leGapwuz. Sokungani iGapwuz ingahlala ikhona isikhathi sonke kwenzela ukuthi lapha esisebenza khona kungabi lokuvinjelwa, kodwa kube lokufundiseka lokuqedisisa okungapheliyo.
Zvatonya yakumbira zvakanyanyisa kuGapwuz kuti irambe chingotitira ma-workshop kuitira kuti vanhu vadzidze. Sezvo muchiziva kuti kumapurazi vanhu vazhinji vari mumapurazi vari sure pachikoro, saka zvotibetsera kuti vanhu vakwanisewo kudzidza. Kana vakaramba vachiitira ma-workshop acho vovapawo neligariya yavo, vave neligariya yakakwana, nokutipawo mamaski namasanitizer pamabasa edu atinoshanda. Ndozvo zvatonya yakuchemera kuGapwuz.
Dai sincedise lokuthi sithole ama-t-shirt eGapwuz singabomama, leziketi zangikhona, bele ngwane, sibe ku-full kit, sifuna i-full uniform, lama-tennis sibile othoma abamnyama baqinileyo.
Mina njengomama sengifunde okuningi ku-gender violence based care, ngoba ukuthi ube ngumama uzilwele emalungeleni akho, ungavumi ku-abuse ngomunye umuntu. Asibali ku-abuse endlini, ku-abuse emsebenzini, even lapho hlala khona, even nje umuntu oku-abusayo kumele uzimele njengomuntu ongumama. So yikho engubona kungamalungelo amahle esiwafundisiwe, besicela ukuthi beqhubekele phambili. Ngibe sengicela njalo ukuthi iGapwuz lapho engabe ngisebenzela khona kwakhathesi laba abantwana le-ECD le space, but bengicela ukuthi ingangincedisa ngama-equipment like imjingo, into eziningi njengezangaphandle ngoba angila outdoor playing ngisebenzisela phakathi kuphela. So bengicela ukuthi iGapwuz incedisane lo mlungu wami lenisebenza kuyo.
We also take part in the promulgation of the laws. For instance, in Zimbabwe, there is an amendment process of the new Labour Act because the government wants to align the Labour Act with the Constitution. For instance, the maternity provision in the Labour Act is restricting women to 3 pregnancies. We are taking part in the amendment of that new Labour Act.
We've had a very successful road that we've traveled with FES and Ledries. With Ledries, they've helped us in facilitating quite a number of programs that have come our way. We've had, like currently we had Women and the Youth program that was held in Muchichwa. And from there, we actually had issues that came out, issues on protective clothing and how they are being treated during the COVID-19 pandemic. And we also had issues coming up on stereotype and stereotyping. And the youth were also giving out, or should I say, they were actually sharing on how they are being treated in their workplaces vis-a-vis the elder workers who actually sometimes think they don't deserve the chance to lead. And also we have the women who are actually being marginalized, and now they're actually coming up, and that was a very successful program. And as we go on, we also want to thank FORCE for giving us the chance to empower women. We're looking at women now being able to talk more freely without without having problems, like standing up in public and actually airing their views. We have women now taking up leadership positions, and then we also have now women participating in trade union activities freely. Even the young workers, the youth are coming up, they're actually taking positions everywhere, and we're also having them also bringing their issues out, and this was through the programs that we've been having throughout.
My name is Tekla Dube. I'm the area organizing secretary for Bulawayo region, covering Kisi, Mapisa, Plumtree, Mguza, Nyamendlovu, Binga, Vic Falls, and Wange. I work together with Ledries in programs that are capacitating women. At the moment, we've been having programs for women, and in the beginning, our sector, it's a vulnerable sector whereby you find people are not all that learned. So we were having a challenge whereby when you ask them to come for workshops, they'll always refuse, telling you that we are not educated, we can't write, we can't read. But ever since I started working with them, conscientizing them of their rights, actually teaching them and actually telling them that being a member is not always that you'll be writing everything, but you can come, you learn things, you learn your rights, you learn how to develop yourself, you learn leadership skills. As you know, women are leaders everywhere. So the trainings that they've been doing and the workshops that they've attended have so far changed their mindset. At the moment, you find women are participating more than men in the agricultural sector, regardless of their educational qualifications. They are participating, they are taking up leadership positions. And we also have the young generations in the agricultural sector taking up position, participating in trade union activities.
Having more people like the young workers joining trade unions and women, we actually, during those programs, we actually spoke about family responsibilities, where we actually discussing on how the workers, the young women, the young men can actually participate without being deprived because they have young families or going back home. We've got quite a lot that we've actually done. We've actually worked on workers' rights. They're now able to actually tell where their rights are being infringed, and they're also able to even like interpret the constitution of Zimbabwe. And mostly in the long time we never used to have like women coming up, but now through these programs, the first program has actually made it very possible, and we hope we will continue as many people want to join the union, and this is giving us a time to make them be taught on what is expected of them and what is a trade union and what should we do. But most important, the women are being taken care of. The women now have a voice. The young worker has now her voice.
I think agriculture is the way to go.